Hare Krishna. We welcome all of you, our YouTube live listeners, and our listeners over Facebook Live. We welcome all of you to this very session in English on the qualities of an ideal woman. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanatha Swami Niti Namine. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine. Nama Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakatha Dhamadaya Nagaragramatharine. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasa Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangurlangayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurung Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. We welcome all of our YouTube Live listeners and our wonderful listeners on Facebook Live. Our humble obeisances to all of you. It's wonderful to see all of your comments and your enthusiastic participation here with us online. So, today's topic that we want to discuss with all of you is the qualities of an ideal woman. So, I was thinking that the qualities of an ideal woman, ideal, the word ideal, whenever we say ideal, we just think of certain personalities. There are certain saying that the husband should not expect the wife to be like Sita if he himself is not like Lord Ram. So certain things, in Kali Yuga, ideal, this word ideal has really watered down. What is the meaning of the word ideal has also watered down in this Kali Yuga. That is the pathetic condition of the people in this Kali Yuga. There is, ideal, that word has lost its meaning in this Kali Yuga. It's very sad. It is a very sad situation. But still, Srila Prabhupada has said that this Krishna conscious movement is for the purpose of creating first-class gentlemen and first-class ladies. This is what Srila Prabhupada has said. So this is ideal. That anyone who can follow some spiritual practice in their life, in a mood of humility, in a mood of selfless service, then that is ideal. Then we will not see what the other person is supposed to have. Did Mother Sita have any kind of expectation from her husband? Not really. She just knew what her qualities are supposed to be. She just knew what her duties are supposed to be. Lord Ram, when he was acting, did he have any expectation from his wife? When Lord Ramachandra was sent to the forest, was getting banished to the forest, at that time, did Lord Ram have any expectation that his wife would accompany him? He never had any such expectations from his wife. Neither did Mother Sita have any expectation, but she had faith that when Ravana had kidnapped her, she had faith that her Lord Ram will definitely save her. But she didn't expect that Lord Ram should come right away and save me right now. That was not her expectation at all. In fact, when Mother Sita persuaded with Lord Ram to accompany him to the forest, Lord Ram actually dissuaded her and told her, "No, my dear wife, you are a princess, you are the queen. You are not going to be used to the hardships in the forest. So please don't come with me." But Mother Sita's response was, "Where you are, my lord, that is Ayodhya for me. And if in this physical Ayodhya, if you are not there, then that place is worse than hell for me." That is ideal. That is ideal. So today, with this mood, we're trying to understand at least what the level of ideal can be and how we can work ourselves up to that level. It is not an easy task, but at least we should know what the principles are. And when we know the principles, then it becomes easy for us to work towards it. So, with that mood in mind and praying to our spiritual masters and Srila Prabhupada, we will try to delve into this very mysterious topic of the ideal woman, the qualities of an ideal woman. So, I thought that we can refer to three different shastras, which are our basic shastras, which is Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, based on these three scriptures, what is ideal for a woman is what we're going to try to understand. So, I thought that we would recite from this particular verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is in the 5th canto, 18th chapter, 19th verse. Which this 18th chapter in the 5th canto is prayers from the different residents of the Jambudvipa. So in Ketumala Varsha, Pradyumna or Krishna resides with Lakshmi Devi, and Lakshmi Devi worships the Lord with a particular mantra, which means, "My dear Lord, you are certainly the fully independent master of all the senses. Therefore, all women who worship you by strictly observing vows because they wish to acquire a husband to satisfy their senses are surely under illusion. They do not know that such a husband cannot actually give protection to them or to their children, nor can he protect their wealth or duration of life, for he himself is dependent on time, fruitive results, and the modes of nature, which are all subordinate to you." So, in the purport to this particular verse, Srila Prabhupada very beautifully says that a chaste woman actually has two husbands. She glorifies Krishna. She worships Krishna as the supreme Lord and as her first protector. The first protector of the lady is actually Krishna. And then Krishna entrusts the lady to his representative who manifests as the husband. So this is the understanding that we have. So the husband and the wife both are under the direct care of Krishna, who is called as the greatest, caretaker. Krishna is the greatest protector. He is the one who is the provider. And this Leela that Krishna is Bhatran Bihari, that Krishna is the one who is giving the ultimate shelter, was proved when Krishna one day was very, very hungry when he came to the forest of Vrindavan to graze the cows. And he told his friends that, "My dear Sridham, Sudham, Madhumanga, go to those, Brahmanas. They are doing some yagya there. So if you go there and they have nice offerings that their wives have made, so go and tell them that all of us are very hungry and we want their offerings." So the boys went running to the Brahmanas, and the Brahmana said, "Oh, no, the yagya is not done. How can we give you anything now? We can't give you anything now." They were rejected by the Brahmanas. So they came hanging down, their heads hang low, and they came to Krishna and said, well, the Brahmanas said, no, Krishna, what do? We are so hungry. So Krishna said, okay, don't worry. Go to the wives of the Brahmanas, go to the mothers, the wives of those Brahmanas, go and tell them that we are very hungry and ask them for some prasad. They will give. So again, the boys went to the Brahmana Patnis, to the Dvija Patnis. And they went to the wives of the Brahmanas and said, Krishna Balaram are standing there, and all of us, we came to graze the cows and we are very hungry. Can you give us something to eat? And then the wives of the Brahmanas, they said, of course, we have so much offering. We will come right now with all of you. And then immediately taking, pots of rice and pots of dal and sabji and everything, they came all together. They came to offer it to Krishna. And Krishna, along with his cowherd boyfriends and Lord Balaram, Krishna nicely had feast of dal bhat, of rice and dal. So when Krishna had the feast, what does this signify? What does this pastime signify? This pastime signifies that the Brahmana Patnis, the wives of the Brahmanas, they actually came to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead by deriding their own husbands also. They came to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead because Krishna is the one who gives, he's the provider, he's the one who has taken the responsibility for all of us. That's why in this place in Brajamandal, which is in between Mathura and Vrindavan, there is a very beautiful temple here in this place where this pastime took place. Krishna here is called as Bhatron Bihari. Bhatron Bihari means, the Krishna who took some bhat, who had rice. It also means, in Hindi, there is a very famous word for calling as the husband is called Bhartar. Bhartar means the husband. So Krishna is also called as Bhartar Bihari because he is the one who has taken the responsibility to provide rice and protection to the one who he is, who is dependent on him. So therefore, these Dvijapatnis, they worshipped Krishna as Bhartar Bihari or Bhatron Bihari. So Krishna is the ultimate husband. He is the Purusha. So if all of us can have that mentality, that yes, our husband is actually the representative of Krishna, and Krishna is our ultimate shelter, just like Lakshmi Devi is saying here, that only you, my Supreme Lord, can give protection, because time does not bind you. You are not bound by anything material. You are completely, you are Abhigya, you are Swarat, you are the supremely most independent personality. So, like this, we see in the entire Srimad Bhagavatam, there are glorious prayers, very, very beautiful prayers. There are prayers of Mother Devahuti, that she prays to Kapila Muni, her own son. Then there are prayers by the wives of the Kaliya serpent. Kaliya, we all know how Kaliya was such a dangerous serpent, so envious, so much filled with pride, anger. Krishna knew that Kaliya was here in this Yamuna, and in this particular tract of the Yamuna, whenever anyone would go, cows, birds, even human beings would go to take the waters of the Yamuna, they would die on the spot because of the poison coming out from Kaliya. And Krishna could not tolerate any trouble to the Brajavasis. So immediately what did Krishna do? In the way of playing a game, Krishna just threw the ball into the waters of the Jamuna, exactly at the Kaliya Daha, the place where Kaliya was residing. And then the boy said, okay, Krishna, you dropped the ball there. You have to go and bring it. Krishna said, yes, I'm going to go. And then he climbed up a Kadamba tree and he dived into the waters of the Jamuna, where Kaliya was. And then Krishna had a terrific battle with Kaliya, a terrific battle. The way Krishna danced on Kaliya, and actually before dancing, he actually beat up Kaliya. He beat up Kaliya to such an extent that he just was stamping and stamping on the hoods of Kaliya to take out all the poison from him. And Krishna was chastising Kaliya that how dare you poison the waters of the Jamuna? These people of Vrindavan, they're my devotees. How can you harm my devotees? Krishna was so angry with Kaliya, and he was just stomping on each of the poisonous hoods of Kaliya and taking out all the poison. Kaliya was vomiting bloods and bloods of poison. And Krishna was inside the Jamuna, so externally, no one was able to see what happened. So everyone got so panicky, all the boys and Lord Balaram. Everyone got panicky. But Balaram said, don't worry, it's okay. It's okay, Krishna will come out. Krishna will come out. But then one of the boys went and called Nanda Baba, Jashoda Maya, the entire Vrindavan. And they came to the banks of the Jamuna where Krishna was inside the Jamuna fighting with Kaliya. And when Krishna was just, like stomping, he was kicking the hoods of Kaliya, taking out all the poison from him. At that time, the wives of Kaliya, the Nagapatnis, they came with folded hands. And my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, please don't beat Kaliya up anymore. Because if you beat Kaliya anymore, he is going to die. His life air will come out now. So then what will happen to us? He is your representative taking care of all of us. We have children. Who will take care of them? So, my dear Lord, please, we are begging you that please excuse him. And seeing this humble plea of the Nagapatnis, Krishna was immediately pacified. And seeing that Krishna got pacified, Kaliya, because all his poison and all his negativity was already taken out by Krishna, Kaliya was able to take shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna, and he begged forgiveness from Krishna. And he said, Krishna, you tell me what I need to do. And then Krishna said, okay, what you need to do is leave Yamuna and go from here. Take everything with you. Take all your families with you. Don't stay here in Yamuna anymore. And then Kaliya said, what will happen if I go out? The reason I'm staying here in the Jamuna is because I fear Garuda. But this is the only place in Vrindavan that Garuda cannot come. Because he disturbed a yogi when he was a sadhu, when he was, doing his meditation. And that sadhu got disturbed because of Garuda, and Garuda was cursed that Garuda cannot enter into this particular area of Vrindavan. So therefore I'm safe here, because Garuda, eagle, they eat snakes. So Garuda was very, very, always attacking on Kaliya. So that's why Kaliya had hidden in this place in the Jamuna. So then Krishna said, don't worry. Garuda won't do anything to you. That is my promise, because Garuda will now see that my lotus footprints is there in all of your hoods. Your hoods is carrying my footprints now. So therefore we see that in these poisonous snakes, all the poisonous snakes who have dangerous hoods, if you see in the back of their hood, they have two lotus feet markings of lotus feet. That is the marking of Krishna's lotus feet, that all the descendants of these poisonous Kaliya, they have on them. So Krishna said to Kaliya, that Garuda will never do anything to you, because he will see my auspicious lotus feet on your hoods, so he will not harm you, but you go away from here. So Kaliya said, all right, my lord, I will go away. But now you come on my hood, and I will take you up from the waters of the Jamuna. I will take you to the shore. So then when Krishna just stood on Kaliya's hood, and then Kaliya came out of the Jamuna, and that's when Krishna danced on the different hoods of Kaliya for the pleasure of the Brajavasis. And everyone was so mesmerized seeing this beautiful dance of Kaliya, of Krishna on the hoods of Kaliya. And at that time, Krishna, the way he was dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, we actually, when we chant the holy names, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we chant it, we should chant in that same mood. That in us, within all of us, are such negative emotions of lust, pride, greed, envy, anger, illusion. All the poison of these 6 negative qualities are there in us. So when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is an appeal to Krishna, that Krishna, just like you danced on the hoods of Kaliya and you just kicked out all the poison in his system, you took it out, you drained it out. Similarly, Krishna, please, when I chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, please come on my tongue and dance on my tongue, and then take away, kick out all the negativity, the poison that is there inside me, so that I can relish and I can, really see the dancing that you are doing on my tongue when I chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that should be our prayer when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That was the prayers of the Nagapatnis, because of whom Kaliya was spared. He was given his life. Then, of course, we have the prayers of Queen Kunti in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Such powerful prayers of Queen Kunti. Queen Kunti, she is saying that, O Lord of Madhu, as the Ganges forever flows to the sea without any hindrance, let my attraction be constantly drawn onto you without being diverted to anyone else. This is the quality. These are the qualities of, idealistic qualities. That whatever situation we may be in, however, many rocks or many obstacles may be there in our path, does those rocks and everything, do they stop the flowing of the Ganges? The Ganges will cross beyond all the obstacles and it will come and get into the sea. Similarly, when we are in the spiritual process, there will be so many obstacles, which will be like big, big stones, big, big boulders. But if our mind is constantly attracted to the lotus feet of Guru and Krishna, then we can just cross beyond all these obstacles, and we can reach the ultimate destination, which is the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Krishna. So this is what is Kunti Devi's prayers. Kunti Devi, she is actually saying one very, very important prayer. When we pray to the Supreme Lord, what do we pray? We generally, when we go to the temples, we just, bow our head, and then our hand automatically reaches to our back pocket. We take out our wish list. Oh God, please give me this, please give me this, please give me this. Dhanam Dahi, Rupam Dahi, Yasham Dahi. Give me this, give me this, give me this. This is all we are praying for. That, oh, I'm in this kind of trouble, please, Krishna, save me. Oh, this is happening to me, please help me. We are not even, looking at Krishna. We are just coming to Krishna only when we are surrounded with our problems. And our problems, we just feel that, oh, what did I do to deserve this kind of problem? I am so good. I am so nice. Why, God, why are you so cruel upon me? Why are you giving me this kind of trouble? This is how we come to God. That's not a very good attitude. Here, apparently, what is Kunti Devi's attitude? How is she coming to Krishna? When Krishna, after the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Yudhishthir Maharaj was established as the king, Krishna was leaving from Hastinapur and going back to Dwarka. And at that moment, Kunti Maharani is praying that, my dear Krishna, from the very beginning of our life, you have been with us, because we were surrounded with difficulty from the very beginning of our lives. My son, Bhima, in his childhood, when he was in the Gurukul, he was poisoned by Dushasana. Then in the teenage years of my boys, me and the Pandavas, my sons, we were sent to this palace of lack, where we were tried to be burnt down alive by the evil plot of Dushasana, Duryodhana, and Shakuni. But you saved us from that. You saved us from every calamity. When Draupadi was being insulted, you came and saved her. In the forest, you saved us so many times. Draupadi and the Pandavas, when they were in exile, you came and saved them every single time. Then finally, this battle of Kurukshetra, you were there with us every moment, taking care of us, protecting us. And now, when everything is okay, you are leaving us. So I don't want this kind of happiness, Krishna. I don't want. If the condition is that when we have trouble, you will be with us, and when we have no trouble, you will go away with us, then I welcome trouble. That is the mood of Kunti Maharani. She's saying, Vipada Shantu ta Shashwat tatra tatra Jagat Guru Bhavato Darshanam Yatsyad Apunar Bhava Darshanam. I wish that all those calamities would happen again and again, O Krishna, so that we can see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. This is ideal prayers by Kunti Devi. This is the standard of prayers of Kunti Devi. How amazingly, on what level she is praying. That Krishna, no matter in what kind of situation we may be in, all I pray is that please be with us. You see that this is an idealistic situation in family life. In family life, it is very beautifully said that a woman can either make a home or she can break a home. That is the quality of a woman. Very special responsibility of a woman. You see, in normal karmi homes, what happens? How is the situation like in normal karmi homes? That the wife has her own circle, the husband has his own circle, the children would have their own circles. Everyone is trying to be the center of attraction. Everyone wants that the other person do what they would like them to do. So everyone has their own circles of life that they are living in. And what happens when the circles? They clash with each other. And that is why there is no peace, there is no harmony, there's no love in such family life. Because everybody wants to be the center of attraction. So when there are too many centers and you draw circles around them, then at one point or the other, those circles will clash. So what is the difference between a Krishna conscious family and a normal family and another, non-Krishna conscious family? A regular family. The Krishna conscious family has only one center. That center is Krishna. Krishna is the center of such a spiritual family. So the husband, the wife, the children, they all revolve around this one center who is Krishna. So when there is one center and you draw circles around them, then they're like concentric circles and they will never ever clash with each other. However close they may be with each other, they will never clash. That is a Krishna conscious ideal family life. That how we can live our life with Krishna in the center is the teaching of the Shastra. These are the things that we need to try and imbibe in our life. How to really understand that this is how we need to lead our idealistic life. This is what the Shastra is teaching us. How to lead a proper Krishna conscious life. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is also glorifying the qualities of Prakriti or the feminine qualities, which are actually supposed to be, whether it's male or female, everyone should try and cultivate these qualities which are feminine in nature. Krishna says that Krishna says, among women I am fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, faithfulness, and patience. You see, faithfulness is one of the very, very important qualities of a woman. Very idealistic quality of a woman is being faithful. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, we saw what Bhagavatam speaks about women. We are seeing now what Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself spoke about some of the qualities of women. Now let's see what Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Antya Leela, in chapter 20 is the last chapter of the Antya Leela. In this chapter, in verse 57, there's a very beautiful um, story or a very beautiful verse that has been talked about, that is talking about the wife of a Brahmana suffering from leprosy manifested herself as the topmost of all chaste women by serving a prostitute to satisfy her husband. She thus stopped the movement of the sun, brought her dead husband back to life, and satisfied the three principal demigods Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. So the pastime is like this. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, the pastime goes like this, that there was once a very, very beautiful Brahmana's wife. She was a very beautiful lady, very chaste, very humble, very devoted to her husband. And she was serving her husband, who is this Brahmana, but he was inflicted with leprosy. He had leprosy, and that's why he was also handicapped. And she used to serve him very, very nicely. And because the husband was handicapped, he was paralyzed, so she was the only way of sustenance for their livelihood was that she used to work in different people's homes and get some money to take care of both her husband and herself. So like this, she was serving her husband very, very faithfully. One day, the husband called her and told her that he is feeling attracted to one prostitute and he wants to have intimate relationship with that particular prostitute. So listening to this, the wife did not get angry. The wife did not question the husband. Rather, what did she do? She actually went straight to the house of the prostitute. And she went and she went and said that I would like to work at your home. And the prostitute said, okay, you can work in my house, no problem. So this Brahmana Patni, she started doing menial household work in the home of this prostitute. So when 1 week went by, the prostitute wanted to give some money to this Brahmana's wife. And then she said, no, I don't want any money. I don't want any money. I just want to come and serve. So 2 weeks went by. The second week, the prostitute said, you're not taking any money from me. Why? I want to give you something. You should take something from me. So then the Brahmana's wife said, well, I don't want your money, but you see, my husband, he has a desire to associate with you intimately. So would you be able to fulfill that desire? So the prostitute was very moved and she said, okay, bring your husband. So the wife got very happy and she went to her home and she, put her husband in a basket and she carried him because he was handicapped. So she brought him to the house of this prostitute and she was waiting outside the prostitute's house. And then this prostitute, she first served this Brahmana some dry fruits. So dry fruits she served, she brought it in a tray and there were some golden bowls, some iron bowls, steel bowls like that. So she brought 2 bowls and in 2 bowls she served the same thing, some dry fruits. And she told, choose which bowl you want. The husband straight went for the gold bowl, the golden bowl. And then the prostitute told the husband that, why did you pick the golden bowl? And the husband said, well, I want the best. I don't want steel. If there is Gold? Why will I not go for the gold? And the prostitute smiled and said that yes, what I have to offer is the same that your wife is there to offer also. But you just got attracted to me externally. But your wife, she is pure gold. I am like that steel bowl. But your wife is pure gold, that she never even questioned you, but she brought you to fulfill your desire. And you are here to cheat on that kind of a wife? Don't do that. Don't hurt your wife in this way. So when these words came out from from the mouth of the prostitute, the husband immediately he came back to his senses and he said, yes, yes, thank you for enlightening me. And immediately the prostitute called the wife inside, and then, she said, please take your husband. And the husband actually begged for forgiveness from his wife, and the wife was carrying the husband back to their home. And it was already sundown by this time. It was getting dark. So the wife was carrying the husband, and his feet was hanging out. So when they were passing by, there was a yogi, there was a sadhu who was sitting under a tree, and he was meditating. And the wife did not notice that. And by mistake, the feet of the husband touched the sadhu. And the sadhu got disturbed in his yogic practice. And he cursed that whosoever feet has touched me, he will not see sunrise tomorrow. He will lose his life before sunrise tomorrow. He will not live to see the sunrise tomorrow. And the wife immediately put the husband down and she said, my dear sadhu, please, please understand. I did not even see. It's my mistake. It's not my husband's mistake. It is not his fault. I beg for forgiveness because I did not see that you're sitting under this tree. So please forgive me, forgive me. But the sadhu was reluctant. And he said, no, I'm not going to forgive. And then this wife said that if I have any chastity, that if devotedly, if I have served my husband, then I take a vow that tomorrow the sun will not rise. The sun will not rise tomorrow because you said that the rising sun will take my husband's life. So I promise that if my chastity is correct, then the sun will not rise tomorrow. So hearing this statement, the three devas, Mahadev, Vishnu, and Lord Brahma, all three of them appeared on the spot. And they said, my dear chaste mother, please take back your vow. Let the sun arise. And we are assuring you that your husband's life will be intact. So then, hearing these words from the lordships, the woman took back her vow, and the lordships, they actually gave life to the Brahmana. And he, in fact, not only just got life, but he was cured of his leprosy and his handicaps. He was cured of all of that, and then he became hale and hearty. So this is appearing in this particular context in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, this particular pastime. This is mentioned in the Padma Puran. And this verse is quoted in the Padma Puran. This pastime is appearing in the Padma Puran, which is quoted here in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Why? This is talking about the power of the woman. That how by faithfulness, how by having chastity, the woman can do anything. Anything is possible by the power of chastity. So that is the reason why this particular verse is quoted here in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, that what are the idealistic qualities of a woman? It is said in the Niti Shastra that Karyeshu Dasi, Karaneshu Mantri, Bhojeshu Mata, Shayaneshu Rambha, Rupeshu Lakshmi, Kshamayeshu Dharitri, Shadharma Yukta, Kuladharma Patni. That there are 6 qualities that make an ideal woman, according to Niti Shastra. What are the 6 qualities? Karyeshu Dasi, that by her selfless act, she serves the husband like a servant. Now, being a servant doesn't mean that they're doing bonded labor. That is something that we must understand. That being a servant doesn't mean that we are just, being bonded laborers of our, of whoever we serve. The woman is not only serving the husband, the wife, the mother, the woman also serves their own child like mother. They serve the parents as a faithful daughter. So woman has so many roles that they have to do. So if they do not have the mentality of selfless service, then it's very, very difficult to act properly. Now, these are the qualities of Prakriti, we must always understand. Because Purusha is only one, that is Krishna. So, Karyeshu Dasi means that these are qualities not only for an ideal wife, but it is applicable even for the husband. And trust me, Niti Shastra also gives what are the 6 ideal qualities of a man. That is also going to be discussed in a little while. But first, let's see what Niti Shastra says about the qualities of an ideal woman. Karyeshu Dasi, that selflessly the woman serves, be it as a mother, be it as a sister, be it in the role of a wife, be it in the role of a daughter, any role, the woman is serving. And serving means that selfless service, doing service selflessly. That when we are doing service selflessly, what does that mean? Without any expectation. Without any expectation that, oh, they will say very nice, very nice. No glorification, it's okay. We are just doing service without any expectation. That is Karyeshu Dasi. Because this is what the Gopi Geet, in Gopi Geet, the gopis are also telling Krishna that, my dear Krishna, we are not just your maid servants, O Krishna. We are actually your unpaid maid servants. When we pay whenever we have servants come over to our house, when they do some work, we pay them. But the gopis are saying that we are your unpaid maid servants. That is how the gopis are showing what is the level of this dasi. What does that actually mean? That is the way the gopis are making us understand that that is the standard, that we have no expectation from our master. Whoever we serve, we have no expectation from our children, we have no expectation from our parents, we have no expectation from our brothers, we have no expectation from the husband. Then we will actually be happy. Everyone will be happy. Even if, not just the woman, but anyone in this world, the root cause of problem is expectation. When we feel that, oh, I want something like this to happen in my life and we don't get it, that is problem. That is the root cause of problem. Things don't always happen the way we want them to happen. So why to have that expectation? Let us do things as our duty, just out of selfless love. Then that will make us happy. Really, really happy. Just like the gopis are saying this. The gopis are glorifying Krishna in the Gopi Geet. They're saying, Sharadudashaye Sadhuja Tasat Sharashi Jodara Shri Mushadrisha Suratanath Te Ashukada Sika Varadanighnato Neha Kim Vada. They're saying, we are your Ashulka Dasika. We are your servants who do not expect anything from you, O Krishna. That is the mood. That is the idealistic mood. No expectations. That is what it means by Karyeshu Dasi. Next quality is Karaneshu Mantri. Karaneshu Mantri means that the wife gives good counsel to whoever it may be it her husband, be it parents, whoever it be. But they don't, do it, like kettle roll, drum roll, blowing the bugle, and look, 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 come here, I'm going to give you instructions. They don't do it in that way. They do it in seclusion. They do it in private. And this quality exhibited beautifully by Mandodari. Mandodari is the wife of Ravana. She was definitely against Ravana's kidnapping of Mother Sita. But she never, ever disrespectfully talked to him in front of others. In fact, in the court of Ravana, many a times, even Kumbhakarna, when he was woken up, Kumbhakarna came and shouted at Ravana that, how could you do this? You are a Brahmana, Ravana, and you have actually tainted our entire lineage by kidnapping Mother Sita. How could you do this? Kumbhakarna chastised Ravana in front of everyone in the entire assembly. Ravana was chastised. Many people did that. Even Vibhishan did that. Mandodari would sit in the court, in the assembly. She would also sit because she was the principal queen of Ravana. But she never gave her opinion in front of others. But when they would be in private, she would come and tell Ravana in their inner chambers when they were both alone. She would come and give good counsel to Ravana that please return Mother Sita. Please don't get into this warfare with Lord Ram. Don't do this. So giving good counsel, Karaneshu Mantri, this means, Mantri means that their words are not heard by anybody else other than the ears of the king. That is an expert minister. You know, the president, yes, they are the ones who rule the country, but the prime minister is the one who actually makes all the decisions. You see, in this context, a very beautiful statement was made by a very senior disciple of Srila Radhanath Maharaj, our counselor, His Grace Krishna Chandra Prabhu. He says, yes, we all know that husband is the head of the family, but no one knows what the wife is. The wife is actually the neck. And she, the neck, tells the head to move this way or that way. So the husband may be the head of the family, but the wife is the neck. So, but the neck needs to, therefore, she is the one who is carrying the burden of the head upon the neck rests. The head rests upon the neck. So the entire burden of the head is coming upon the neck. And the neck needs to give good counsel to the head, showing them the right way, which side to look, which side to not look. That is the duty of the wife. That is the ideal duty of a wife, to give good counsel to the husband, to anyone who are dependent on them. Karaneshu Mantri. Like this goes even for mothers. When we scold our children in front of their friends, they are very badly offended. We should never do that. Even when we have to correct our children, we should do it one-on-one. We should make sure that they are not insulted. They don't feel insulted in front of their friends. So this is qualities even of a mother. Karaneshu Mantri, Bhojeshu Mata. So the wife, the ideal woman, takes care of all her dependents and feeds them, just like a mother would lovingly feed their child. Bhojeshu Mata. Shayaneshu Ramba, taking care of the intimate, dealings between husband and wife. That is a very, very primary quality of a wife. Rupeshu Lakshmi, that they dress up very nicely for the pleasure of everyone in society. Dress up in a way that is, commanding respect. That is, Rupeshu Lakshmi. Not dressing up in a sense that, which attracts lusty desires. The women have very, very special responsibility upon them, that they dress up in such a way that, commands respect to whoever will see them. Rupeshu Lakshmi. Like whenever we see Goddess Lakshmi, our hands always go like this. Why? It's because the way she is dressed. It's because of her position that we see. So no lusty desires come in our mind. Of course, for Ravana, it is a different category. But generally, this is the principle. Rupeshu Lakshmi. Kshama Dharitri. Kshama Dharitri means that forgiveness like Mother Earth. Forgiveness like Mother Earth is a very important quality for anyone to have. This Kshama Dharitri is also a quality that Krishna himself possesses. Krishna has forgiven each and every one of us because every moment we have chosen to forget Krishna. And out of his love towards us, Krishna is forgetting that. And he's still allowing us, giving us the basic necessities of our life. That is the merciful nature of Krishna. So if Krishna has so much forgiveness, then we should also have some qualities of forgiveness like Mother Earth. Mother Earth is tolerating the weight of our walking when we entire day we are walking on Mother Earth. Have we ever considered that? Have we ever thought of that also? That actually, idealistically, before we get up in the morning, before we get out of our beds, there's a prayer that we need to say. The first prayer is that we offer our obeisances to our spiritual master. That is the first thing we should do before getting out of bed. Second thing we should do is that we offer our obeisances to Dharti Mata, to Mother Earth. That, my dear Mother Earth, please, I am about to step on you, and the entire day I will be stepped upon you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. The third is to Anantashesh. Because Anantashesh is the one who is holding Mother Earth on one of his hoods. So we are indirectly not only stepping on Mother Earth, but we are also stepping on Anantashesh. So we beg forgiveness from Anantashesh that please forgive us, that we are putting our feet on your hoods. Please forgive us, Anantashesh. So this is how is the three prayers that we say in the morning, in the night, before we sleep. We again say three prayers. The first prayer is again to the spiritual master. That, my dear Guru Maharaj, thank you for allowing me to think of you at least in some moments of the day. And I pray that tomorrow you be merciful so that I can remember you every moment of the day. That is the first prayer. Second prayer is that, my dear Dharti Mata, thank you. I'm so grateful to you that you tolerated me on you, stepping on you. You tolerated me for the entire day. I thank you and I beg for your forgiveness again. Thirdly, to Anantashesh, that, my dear Lord Anantashesh, thank you for allowing me to step on you, and for forgiveness that I did this. So saying this, we should take rest. So this is how we are showing our gratitude to the spiritual master, to Dharti Mata, to Anantashesh. These prayers were told by His Holiness Srila Bhakti Vidyapurna Maharaj, who is proper disciple in Mayapur, who is very famously known as Gurukul Maharaj. So Maharaj had taught us these prayers, that this is the way that we can keep our consciousness idealistic. We can keep our consciousness properly focused in spiritual activities. That is ideal. So quickly, we will also just see what the Niti Shastra says about 6 qualities of men. It says, Karyeshu yogi, karaneshu daksha, rupeshu krishna, kshamayathu rama, bhojayeshu tripta, sukhadukha mitra, shatkarma yukta, kaludharmanatha. Which means, Karyeshu yogi, without expecting any result, a man should do his work. That's the first quality of a man, ideal quality of a man, that without any expectations, they should work. Karaneshu daksha means they're very expert in maintaining their family. Rupeshu Krishna, here it doesn't mean that, just like how Krishna married so many women that, the husband will marry that. No, but how Krishna so expertly took care of each and every one of them. The husband also should take care of their dependent family in that way, always with a smile, and should make others happy. That is what is the meaning of Rupeshu Krishna. Kshamayathu Rama, that he should have patience like Lord Ramachandra. Bhojeshu Tripta, which means that he should not criticize the food which is prepared either by the wife or the mother. Sukha Dukkha Mitra means the husband is like the friend to the wife and family and should share in both the good and the bad of the family. So we see all of these beautiful qualities, of women and of men, which makes family life ideal, a Krishna conscious family life ideal. So this is how we understand that, women can be really, 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 really powerful. As I said, that in making a home or in breaking a home. The success lies within the grasp of a woman, actually, in the Prakriti. So, therefore, yes, marriage is actually a workshop, that people in the wedding, in marriage, it is a workshop that the husband works and the wife shops. Jokes apart, but yes, but it is a workshop that, there is certain duties of the husband, there are certain duties of the wife, there are certain duties of the children, and when all of them are working in proper unison with the common center as Krishna, that is ideal householder life. That is ideal qualities that, is suitable for our ideal way that we can represent our Krishna consciousness. We can present our Krishna consciousness in this way. So this is what we are going to end with. If there's any questions, comments, reflections, we can take that now. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. We thank all of you for all your beautiful comments on YouTube Live. I'm just going to check if there's any questions on Facebook Live. We thank all of our dear devotees for all your beautiful comments on Facebook Live also. Thank you so much for those beautiful comments. Okay, so there's no questions on Facebook. Any questions on YouTube? Anybody? All right. So there's no questions. We thank each and every one of you for your enthusiastic, comments. It's really, really very, very inspiring to read all of your comments. Thank you so much for that. And we thank all of you for your online association. We look forward to seeing all of you again tomorrow evening, US time, around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. US time, and it will be India time. It will be 6:30, I believe, 6:30 a.m. Monday morning. We will have a nice Bhajan Sandhya session. So please stay tuned for updates. We will be sharing it very soon. So we look forward to seeing all of you. Thank you very much. Okay, I have a question. I think I'm just going to read some questions. Excellent. Okay, got so much personal guidance. Thank you. Okay, these are comments. All right, and it induces us to increase these qualities. Well, I'm very grateful that you're finding it helpful. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.